to this.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's not bad, huh?
Is this old boy's house?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he's out here. Chalk Bluff is out here.
Yeah.
It was 32 minutes from my house.
Yeah. It's about...
And I didn't come down the highway. It was because I typed it in on the map, and all I saw was red. And I was like, yeah, I got an alternate route.
Yeah. I come out here... Like, whenever I come out here, it takes me like 25 minutes.
Oh, I bet so.
But the only person that really actually helped Garrett...
Yeah, he's Shining Spring, right?
Yeah, it helped Garrett. Of course, it helped Jordan, obviously, because it's now in his backyard.
Exactly.
The only person that hurt was Colton, but Colton hurt himself because he decided to move to Crawford. So I was like, he was like, it's a little bit further for me. I was like, bro,
my cousin Sage is in Crawford, and every time I would go see him, it's like 23 minutes from my house. It's not.
That's not bad.
It's not close though. When I'm just used to going everywhere in town, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the farthest I've ventured in a while.
Yeah. How's the kiddo?
Kiddo is good. Kiddo will be 3 months on June 15th.
What?
All the cliche shit they say is true.
That's kind of right, huh?
It is.
Yeah.
All of it. Everybody was like, you better start banking your sleep now. You better start banking your sleep now. You ain't gonna get none. Man, I was like, man, I rotate shifts. I already don't sleep.
No.
No, it's a different.
Yeah,
it's a different no sleep. It's a different no sleep. Cause like, I mean, they eat every 2 to 3 hours, especially like her first month of life. It was all in the NICU. Because she was born. You want to get on that?
Well, I don't care what you do, man. You can talk whatever what you want
all right,
to.
So yeah, it's.
I don't care what you talk about.
We had Issa. It was pretty rough delivery. Mom came out good, surprisingly. Baby came out good. She got stuck on her left side.
Yeah.
Coming out of Bree.
Now, I've heard none of this, by the way. So go ahead.
So her arm, she has physical therapy right now. She's like gaining strength back in her arm, like she can move it.
They have to break it?
No, it would have been better if they did, apparently, because it stretched her nerve.
Yeah.
Coming out, so
a lot of times they got to break it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I thought it should have been a C-section, but I mean, yeah. She spent 21 days in the NICU.
Yeah. Put that mic right
hardest
there.
21 days of my life better.
Yeah, you don't have to put it like right here, but it's like a fist away.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there.
Fist, okay. Yeah, no, super hard. Going in there, seeing your baby with like every cord imaginable,
every tube cord, and
yeah, that was really hard. So we had 14 days here in Waco at their NICU. They release us. We come home we come home about 10 or 11. Come home, get situated or whatever we know is situated, because that was the first time we'd ever brought her home. And we're chilling, eating, and feeding her, and we wake up about 9 or 10 o'clock for her to eat. And she's not waking up. She's just like, what the
I haven't heard any of this
shit. Real lethargic. Like, we got her under the light, like, spread her on the ground, like, turned on all the lights. Wake up, Issa, wake up, Issa. Got, like, the wet wipe-ons, wiping her down, like, because she don't like the cold ones. It, like, messes her up. And she just don't like them. And still nothing. Bree was like, let's try and give her a bath and see if she wakes up. Like, we get her awake, give her a bath, nothing. Just, like, real lethargic, like, not eating.
What the hell?
And by this time, it's already like 2 hours in. It's already like 11:45, and after that bath, like, we're like, man, fuck it, we got to go to the emergency room, because like, I mean, I'm not gonna like sit around and
no.
I was like, I mean, as much as I didn't want to, I was like, we got to go to the fucking emergency room. So we go there, get there about 12. We go in there, talk to the doctors, and they're like, yeah, that's not good. She's a little baby. At this point, she's only like 3 weeks old. 2 weeks old. And they're like, yeah, all little babies should be eating, like eating and sleeping. And they're like, she's not eating. And they're like, all right, we're gonna start getting her labs. We're gonna start running tests. And I was like, fuck, dude, like, oh, here we go. Blood, heel pricks, all that, and really, she'd already been used to it because
she was in the NICU.
Like, it was nothing. And like, honestly, like 2 weeks ago, on her 2 month, she got the shots in her legs for or whatever. Took them like champ. Cried for like 2 seconds. Done. But I was like, she'd already been poked and everything.
Poked, prodded, and everything else.
Yeah, poked, prodded, all that. But They're like, yeah, we have to do a lumbar puncture.
What the fuck is that?
To a 2-week-old baby to check and
where's the fucking lumbar at?
Your spine.
Oh, it's your spine. Okay,
They stick a needle in
I'm an idiot.
Your spine.
Okay.
On our little bitty baby.
Yeah.
But it's to check and see if they had meningitis or not. Turns out she didn't, so she didn't even fucking need it. But
you gotta check.
I couldn't even be in the room for that. Like,
no,
I couldn't. I was down the hallway, like in the Hillcrest emergency room, and I could still hear her crying. I'm just over here like, oh.
Yeah.
It's like that was really hard. Bree stayed with her. She's way more hardcore than I couldn't do it. Yeah, so it's like 5 a.m. now, and they're like, she needs to go to the Temple NICU, and we're like, what? And they're like, yeah, she needs to go to the Temple NICU.
Yeah, the higher class.
Yeah, the higher level of care. They're a level 4. Waco's level 3. It might be backwards, something like that. But they're like, yeah, wait 45 minutes. They're gonna send a ambulance to come pick her up.
Oh.
They come in the room with like a little box.
Yeah.
They put the clear box that they put the baby in.
Yeah.
They load her up, and like we're leaving Hillcrest.
So can you ride with her?
No.
You can't ride with her,
No.
You got to follow?
Not to my knowledge, no. You can, but me and Bree had already been up for like hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. So we're leaving Hillcrest. Issa takes a left to go to Temple, and we took a right.
Oh, you didn't go? Oh, wow.
Not me. Just because we were dead. We had no sleep. I'd been up for like 26 hours. Like, I didn't sleep that day. And then I definitely hadn't slept before we went to the emergency room.
Right.
So we went home, slept 2 hours, and drove to Temple. And she was at the Temple NICU for another 7 days. So, it ended up being like 21, 22 days altogether.
Damn.
Yeah, it was rough, dude. That's the hardest thing I've ever had to deal with.
I think my cousin, I think his kid was in because she was born like way early. Like super
dude,
early.
Yeah, when you're running through the NICU, they have all these like babies that have like grown up,
and
like have their Nicky stories. This baby was born at 25 weeks, and now it's playing t-ball and spiking the football on the weekends. Like
she was born way early. I don't know how early, but it was way early.
Yeah,
and I think they spent the first 2.5 months.
Oh,
they didn't take her home. They didn't take her home for like 2.5 months. Like, it's just such a crazy story from my story because we were home literally the next day. Like.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I mean, like she had the kid, and we spent the night because she had her at like 7:00 that night or whatever. Yeah. We spent the night, and the next day at like noon they were like, "All right, it's yours now."
Yeah, and take kiddo and go.
So yeah, and for me, I was like, "Huh? We're doing what now?"
Yeah.
I was like, "We don't stay a minute."
It was like when they were like, "Yeah, we're having the baby," and I was like, "What now?"
Excuse me.
The day after they induced her, I was like. Right now?
Right now?
Yeah.
You didn't warn me about this.
Yeah, you didn't tell me nothing about this. And the whole time, for 9 months, I was like, I'm not going to look.
Oh, you look. 100% you look.
Of dude, course. I look. If you don't look, that's on you. I think you're...
Yeah, dude, my ex-wife was actually one of those where she was like, can you come back up here, please? Because I look like a catcher. I look like an umpire behind the catcher. I was like... What the?
Yeah. So
she's like, can you come back up here, man? I need some help.
Her mom was in the room. Her mom had one leg. A nurse had another leg. And they tell her to do the crunch.
Yeah.
And they push. I was behind Bree helping her crunch for like 2 hours. But I saw everything.
Did you,
did you
cut the cord?
Bit of it.
Yeah.
Oh, I did. I saw everything.
Yeah, you cut the cord?
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
Like, everything there was to experience about birth.
Yeah.
I did.
It's crazy.
But it's like once I was in the moment, I was like, it just happened.
Yeah. You want to see it.
Adrenaline is going, honestly.
Yeah, wow, and you want to see it.
I've been pushing with like helping her for like 2 hours, so like I'm all flexed up, like my legs are tired, like I've been helping her. But it was a surreal experience. I'll never forget it.
Yeah.
Sure. I'll never forget it.
Her mom,
I might forget a little bit, but like not like all of it. I mean,
it was me and her mom were in the room, and what kept happening is it was the same thing when they were telling her to push. I was trying to like help her push or whatever, I was like push up. Well, there was a little button on the side of the bed that raises it up and down.
No,
and
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I kept leaning on it.
Oh,
so
you jackass.
The doctor would be like right in the middle of doing her thing, and you just see the bed go. And she was like, "Take it back down, take it back down." She's trying to like. I was like, "I'm so sorry."
Oh wow.
And
honestly, it didn't get. It wasn't as bad on Bree as she thought. I mean, it was, but She says she could have done it without an epidural. Or like she says she felt so much of that she couldn't feel her lower half, so it kind of messed with her pushing.
That's
other than that, she took it.
My wife or ex-wife, she took the epidural, but they gave it to her too late.
Oh, crap.
Like, it was too late, so the epidural didn't kick in until after.
Oh, no.
She had the kiddo, so she had the kiddo, and it kicked in maybe halfway through.
Yeah.
And so it kicked in, and then she was like, just laying there, she was like, I'm numb. Like, I don't need to be numb. Like, I'm just chilling, which I told her it probably helps because you went numb during the pain. Like, I mean, I know that the birth is the painful part, but the soreness after, you kind of missed all that. You know what I'm saying? Because you were numb.
It was crazy. Like, Issa was big. Like, she was big. So they put Issa in the box. They're like, Dad, come look at your daughter. I was like, oh, yeah. And then I looked back and Bree just bleeding like crazy. Yeah. And I was like, what do I do? So I just stood in the middle and I was like, yeah.
I remember the nurse picked kiddo up, like, after she started crying and all this stuff. They picked kiddo up. And I guess they do it I didn't even see them do it. But I guess there's an ink pad right there.
Yeah.
And they popped her feet and slapped them on my chest. Like, and they were like, she was like, congratulations, Dad. And she did like that. And she goes, boom. And her little feet hit. And so the scrub top I was wearing, the little pocket that's right here, her feet print are right on the pocket. But the lady just went over. Do you still have it? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, the lady went over there and she just did this. And then she goes, boom, and like popped her. And I was like, I didn't know what she was doing. I was like, what the hell? And I looked down. And like her two little feet are like right on my chest. I was like, holy shit. Like,
it blew me away by how many people come in that room when the baby is coming. There was like 8 or 9 nurses and techs in that bitch. Like, just
we had like the super scary moment because like they gave her that epidural.
Oh yeah.
And so you know how they come in with the little alcohol wipes or whatever, like to make sure it wasn't going too high, like the.
I don't even remember.
So they come in with these little alcohol wipes. I probably wouldn't have remembered except it actually like happened.
Yeah.
But they come in and like they like hit them with the alcohol wipe because it's cold, you know. And they're like, "Do you feel this? Do you feel this?"
Yeah. No.
And it can't go up it can't go like past your belly button. Is like, you know, that you can't go numb past your belly button because if it goes up any higher, it numbs your lungs. You know, it starts numbing your organs. You know, so it'll jack you all kinds up. Yeah. And like your lungs will stop, you know, that kind of thing. So they I was sitting there, my wife is like, my ex-wife, she might as well be Russian. She's like so stone-faced and like no cracking jokes, no emotions, you know. Yeah. And so
stone cold.
Yeah, we're just sitting there in the room and I'm sitting next to her and I'm like, you feel all right? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, you good? She's like, yeah. I was like, okay. So I'm sitting there and then she just reaches over and like paws my face, you know, and I was like, what are you doing? You know, and she goes, you're funny. And I was like, I'm sorry? And she goes, you're funny. And then she literally, it looks like she's drunk. Like she's like, like giggling and stuff. And I was like, all right, so the Russian is laughing. That's not good. I was like, something's wrong. So
what's really going on?
Yeah, I hit the nurse button and the nurse comes in and we had this little bubbly ass, like, hey, how you doing? Like that kind of nurse, you know? She comes in, she's like, hey, what's up? I was like, there's something wrong with her. And she goes, okay. She goes, what's wrong? And I was like, she doesn't act like that. And like she's over there like like giggling and stuff. And I was like that's not something's happening.
Yeah.
So the nurse goes, huh? So she walked over there. Like I said, this lady's been bubbly the whole time, like Miss Little Cheerleader.
Is this middle of the night or during the day?
This is during the day.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
This is just like Miss Little Cheerleader. So she grabs the alcohol wipe. She goes, can you feel this? Can you feel this? She's going up, and she's up to like where her like boobs are. She's like, can you feel this? And my wife's like, like just giggling. And this nurse went from like bubbly cheerleader, dude. This jacket came off, and she was like she was grabbing people, and like they come in, they like throw this oxygen mask on her, and like she's out of it, like just. And so they bring the doctor in, and the doctor's like looking, and she's like, they're assessing the situation or whatever, and she just keeps turning around because I'm sitting on this couch like out of the way, and she keeps turning around and goes, "Don't worry, the baby's fine. Don't worry, the baby's fine." She keeps telling me, fine. Like she gets to like the 5th time going, "Don't worry, the baby's fine." I go, "No, I hear you. I hear what you're saying." Yeah. Except I walked in with 2. I was like, and when I came in, I had 2 girls. I was like, and if I leave with 1 girl, either way, I was like, either way, I'll leave with 1. Gonna have some problems. I was like, I'm telling you, I'm gonna burn this place down. Like, it's
I didn't have like, I think it maybe through the whole hospital experience, I had like maybe one time where I was like,
get sketchy.
Like I need help. Where's somebody to help? Like, but it was only one time and it wasn't for long. But I did get that feeling where like the crazy John Q dad, like you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like, I see how it happens now.
Yeah. I was so mad, man. I was like, and then, like I said, it took a while, but she came all back to reality. They gave her some medication that something happened. I don't know what they did, but it fixed it.
Yeah.
But it took a while to fix it, and I was just like, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah. I bet so, man.
And then she had to have the epidural out. Were you in there when they gave it to her?
Yeah, hell yeah, I was there. They laid her on her side. And I think I pumped it up for her too much because I was like, they're like, you either do it now or it's too late and you don't get it. Like, you don't want to be like too far in it and you can't get it. And I'm not gonna say I underestimated her, but I guess I underestimated her.
Yeah.
She got it at first, and it's like the guy, you have to sign a piece of paper if they hit you or whatever.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
you're fucked.
Yeah, you're fucked.
Yeah. And I was like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Have at it. Yeah, that was intense too. Like it was like a wire cord.
Yeah.
Like I have the picture on my phone of like taped onto her back and shit.
When they did hers, they set her up. They didn't lay her down. They set her up, and they were like, "We need you to hold her shoulders and just hold her still." And I was like, okay. So I was holding onto her shoulders. And dude, I'm not that guy. Like I'm really not. I'm pretty cool with that kind of stuff. Uh-huh. They pulled out that needle, dude.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck?
Like a fucking katana sword.
Yeah.
Right?
And so, like I told you, my ex-wife is a freaking Russian. Yeah. Like there's no emotion.
Yeah.
And you could punch her in her face and she's not gonna show that it hurt. She's just like, oh, she'll just eat it and be like, yeah, we're fine. But when they stuck that needle in, she made a sound. And it wasn't like a scream or she didn't do anything like that, but she just made a sound.
She didn't move, did she?
No, she didn't move.
Okay, yeah.
But she just made a sound that I can only describe. That is what pure pain sounds like. You know what I'm saying? Like the sound that she came out of her body. And dude, I was standing there holding her shoulders and I just go...
No, you passed out?
Dude, almost.
No.
Dude, I looked over at the nurse and I go, I can't. And she goes... You need to go sit down. And I was like, okay. And I potholed it like all the way. I was doing this thing.
Potholed. I've never heard that. That's funny.
I potholed it all the way to the freaking. And I sat down on the couch and here she is getting an epidural and all that stuff. And we got two nurses over here giving me orange juice and having packs on my head. And I was like, I'm a pussy.
Breathe. That was the one thing she told me. She was like, don't embarrass me and pass out.
Oh my God.
And at the time I was like, I mean, I can't promise you nothing. But I took it way better than I thought it was. Not that I thought I was going to take it bad.
That was the only thing that bothered me. That sound was like, huh?
I stomached everything for the most. Yeah, I mean, I didn't pass out, so I guess I made it.
Man, I got close.
We're here now, right? Yeah.
I got close, dude. That was it was that sound was gnarly, dude. I was like, oh, hold on.
You'll never forget it?
Yeah, because I was
something you remember now? Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently,
because I was thinking in my head, if that tough ass broad is making that sound, I don't know what kind of sound I'd be making because I'm a pussy when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Men are the inferior species.
Like, dude, I'm a pussy when it comes to that stuff. I was like, if she's making that sound, I'd be dead. It'd be over for me.
Like I said, men are the inferior species. After witnessing what I witnessed, I'm not doing that.
I ain't doing this. That's what I tell everybody. After you see your wife give birth a child, you're like, oh, if it was up to guys, there'd be 4 people on this planet. And they all be accidents. All the accidents.
Funny. Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah, no, it's a different kind of respect after that.
Oh, yeah. You're like, damn, I married a tough bitch.
Yeah. As many that is like, there's so many things that can go wrong.
Yeah.
Dude, there just is. I mean, you see this not fantasy, but everybody, we just had a baby. This is really cool.
Uh-huh.
But
shit gets real, man.
Your baby could go to the NICU or just
shit gets real in a hurry.
Happen, yeah. I would underestimate because we were Issa was gonna be born on a Tuesday, the 15th. We had a doctor's appointment that Monday just to check her out right before she starts. And that Monday I was grilling. I don't remember what I was grilling, but I was like, yeah. We're gonna go have the baby tomorrow. So I was like, yeah, I'll save some of this meat for when we come home.
Yeah.
21 days later.
Yeah,
it just shows you're not in control.
Nope.
You're really not. I'm not that I didn't know that throughout my life, but I was like, that was the one time where I was like, I guess because I'm sure a lot of people are like this, but I'm real it's gonna go like this.
Yeah, you got it in your head. You're like, here. Nope.
Yeah. Nope. Not even close.
No, and
not even close.
The worst part, I think I've talked about it on here. I can't remember, but the worst part, man, is so all my cousins and everybody, we're all the same age. There was no babies. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't like I was ever around a baby. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like my youngest cousin is only like 4 years younger than me. You know what I'm saying? 5 or 6 years younger than me, something like that. So it's not like I've literally never been around a baby. I don't know anything about babies. I don't know nothing about them, right?
Until you had one?
Yeah. So my ex-wife's been around a lot of babies. She's been around babies everywhere. You know, so I've never been around one. So she's groggy as all hell and sleeping and half asleep after the pregnancy or whatever. So they bring the kid in the little thing, you know, they bring the little kid in, and she's gonna stay with us till we go to bed, you know, and then they're gonna take her back that night and like keep her in the nursery or whatever. So they roll her in. Cherry's asleep. She's out. She's just out. Yeah, she's asleep, and like she needs to sleep. You know what I'm saying? So the nurses, they're like, okay, we're gonna leave her here, and you need to do this, this, and this. And I was like, okay. And they said, if you need anything, just hit the button. We'll come in and help you out or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And she goes, all right, just let us know if you need anything. They turn around and they walk out. Now, mind you, I'm not a baby guy. I don't know anything about babies, you know. So they walk out. That door didn't even click closed. And she took a shit that you could hear down the hallway. It was like
the baby.
Oh my god,
kiddo.
She just. I mean, it sounded like the splatteriest shit you've ever heard in your life. I was like, I just looked over and I go, "What the fuck was that?" You know?
Hell yeah, get some. Hell
dude,
yeah.
So I went over there and I was like, "All right, I'm not waking." Because I've never changed a diaper in my entire life.
Yeah, I never changed one until it was Issa.
I was like, "All right, I can do this." I was like, "It's not that fucking hard." You know? I was like, "It's not that hard." Undo the diaper, I open it up. It is a nightmare. I mean, dude, she couldn't wait to get out, I guess, because it was a
she was backed up a little bit, right?
Dude,
yeah, backed up.
It was so bad. And so fast forward, my ex-wife comes to. She like wakes up out of her sleep and she looks over. I shit you not, dude. You know the little wet wipe things?
Yeah.
I went through a whole thing. Like it was this tall. She was like, the hell happened? Like that. And I was like, she took a shit. She was like, why are there so many napkins? Or why are there so many wipes? And I was like, I was just cleaning up. Yeah. Like then she goes, you need like 4. And I was like, it was worse than that.
I watched Bree do it a few times because I'd never done it. After I watched her do it a few times, I made it a point to be like, hey, I got it.
Let me do it. Because
I knew I had to learn.
Yeah.
I see why people get a bunch of like, stockpile diapers.
Oh yeah, you're gonna fuck them up.
Yeah, wet wipe, all that. You need all that shit, dude. Like a lot of it.
Yeah, but she. Then I told her after that shit happened. I was like, I go, I don't know who's making diapers. I don't know who's in the diaper game. I'm not sure. I go, but they should figure some shit out because this is ridiculous. She's like, what? I go, why wouldn't you put the tabs on the front? I go, why are they on the back? And she goes, the what tabs? I go, the tabs to close the diaper. I go, they're on the back.
Did you have it backwards? No.
She goes, they are on the front. And I go, no, they're not. They're on the back. And she picked up the kiddo and she goes, this is the butt. And I was like, why is that the butt? And she goes, why would it make sense to put it this way? I go, because it's the front. You got to catch everything in the front. I go, if they pee. And she goes, she doesn't have a dick. She's like, you have to turn it around. And I was like,
Kenneth.
Okay. I was like, okay.
I would have thrown the whole Kenneth away. Just right
like,
there.
Yeah. So I'm saying that to say that she deserves a medal because this is what she was dealing with. No. I was like, I don't know. I've put the damn thing on. I was like, and the whole time I'm putting it on, I'm cussing. I'm like, what the fuck would you put the tabs in the back? And I'm picking her up.
Hell yeah.
I was so mad.
Fuck yeah. So you got you some early.
Oh, dude, I had no idea how to put a diaper on. I didn't know anything.
No, I didn't know any of that either.
Shit.
And I don't know if they were back then. I didn't even know. They got the line going down the middle of the diaper for when it gets wet.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that.
They do now.
So, okay.
So when your child pees,
when she got
color.
A little older and we got her into the pull-ups type thing, you know, where she had the pull-ups. When she got into the pull-ups thing, that's when that kind of shit first came out because I remember there was a picture on the front, like it was like like Blue's Clues or whatever.
Yeah.
And if Blue's Clues disappeared, that means she pissed.
We got problems. Right?
Yeah, that means if you didn't see the design anymore, the design would go away when they peed.
Yeah, I got a pee-pee diaper.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's how that works. Okay, cool. It's like the Coors Light Blue Mountains.
Yeah,
it's not cold
when it's cold enough. Yeah,
it's not cold till you see the blue.
Crap. Yeah, it was good times. Issa is a Huggies baby.
I was Huggies.
Yeah, she likes Huggies.
What were we? We were
Huggies or Pampers.
We were Loves.
Loves.
We were Loves.
Yeah,
we were all about the Loves.
Yeah.
I think if I remember right, I think we were Loves.
Yeah. Good times.
Well, Formula.
Oh God, that's a whole nother story. So,
are they out of it?
It's harder. Like literally 2 weeks ago, you could go get 4 cans at a time.
Yeah, they let you have 4.
You can only pull off with 2.
Yeah.
But I will say this: through everything that has happened, we've had a lot of support.
Yeah.
Like our neighbors, like we have like 3 neighbors right next to, like right here, and in front of us. They got us formula diapers. Our family, she got a lot of things.
Yeah.
So we're good on all that. But it was so rough on Issa, like when she was first born, because like she got stuck, so her head was bruised, and like it was just like a lot on her. So like
she have to wear the helmet.
No, she almost did, but she didn't. Like she ended up getting like her head ended up shaping like it was supposed to. Good, yeah. And where was I going?
We're talking about formula.
Yeah, formula. Okay, yeah. So she wouldn't eat.
Yeah.
For like, then they're like, she's not going home until she eats.
Right, she got to eat something.
She wasn't even eating like she would eat not even 2 ounces, like 30 to like 50 milliliters, and which is nothing apparently. Then we didn't know, but I mean, I didn't know, but she wouldn't eat. And finally, as she started healing up, she started eating just good enough to where they're like, yeah, she can keep her weight. Yeah. Because they have to eat something. It's just like us. Like, you have maintenance calories and, like, to grow calories. Right. And she hit it just enough. But we got her home out of Temple, and she was on the Similac, the blue can.
That's all we use.
Yeah, the advanced or whatever. Yep. And she had to have an extra scoop.
Yeah.
Because she had to gain weight.
Right.
She wasn't eating a whole lot. So she had to get an extra scoop. But it kept giving her heartburn.
Yeah.
And she gets that from her dad.
Yeah.
Yep. Her dad needs a Prilosec sponsorship.
Yeah.
But it was like she would just kind of spit up, and it would be hard. You could tell like it was hard for her.
Yeah.
Like, but we ended up going from that to the Similac Sensitive orange can. She tears it up, man. She tears it up, man. She's been eating real good. She's been literally growing every day. Like it's. Like I'll be gone from the house like 3 hours. I'll come back and she'll have already grown. Like,
dude, they kept telling us the same thing. They were like, she's not eating enough. She's not eating enough. And I was like, I'm no doctor, man. I don't have doctor in front of my name. I don't have PhD behind it, so I don't know nothing about it. But they kept telling us too. They were like, she's not eating enough. And I was like, I don't know, man. I was like, if I feed her any more than this, she's just throwing it up.
Yeah, exactly.
And so I kept asking him. I sat him down. I go, listen, I'm no doctor. What's the point? I was like, if she's eating 2 and she needs 4, but if we give her 4, she throws up the whole 4. Why wouldn't we just do 2?
Yeah.
I was like,
no, I agree.
Because it doesn't make any sense. She's just throwing it all up, and they were like, they kind of got a little snooty that we'll just try 2. And I was like, okay, let's just do 2. And it turned out, no, that's just what she ate. She was just full after that. I was like, why are we making the kid throw up? Like, she's not going to eat it. Just let her eat the 2. Like, she'll eventually get the 4. Look, man, it's nature, brother.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a dog.
They know what to do.
Yeah, it's like a dog, man. Like they're eventually gonna eat. Like, but my parents had a dog that stopped eating for a while, and they were like, the dog stopped eating. I was like, he'll eat again.
Yeah,
like,
he's gonna get hungry again. Yeah, he's not.
That tum tum's gonna growl. Like it's. I mean, and it's the same thing with the kid. I was like, she's gonna eat. Like she's going to get hungry. It's nature, man. Like we. Humans been around a long time before doctors came around. Like, they know how to eat. Like,
she was eating so little at the time, and they were like, she's supposed to be eating 4 to 6 ounces, like, whatever. And I was like, God, how does she ever eat that much? But we're at the points where, like, she's eating that much and more. Like, it's crazy, man. It really is crazy.
Yep.
And in the hospitals, everybody, you have to be able to advocate for your child.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody is really good, but
you have to have
a job. There's good nurses, there's bad nurses.
Yeah,
there's good doctors and there's bad doctors. And we didn't experience any of that, but like you see, like things that
you have to be able to say, hey, cut the shit. We're not doing it.
Like,
no,
and that's the
not
thing.
happening.
Like nobody knows. I mean, you don't know that.
Yeah,
The kid then it's parents. Like, I know we are new parents, but like,
yeah. But yeah, you're the parent at the end of the day, and you have to go, hey, fuck off. Like, we're not doing.
I'm on that birth certificate.
Yeah,
like,
we're not doing this.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like,
no, we're not.
Now that I look back on it, I wouldn't have let them do that lumbar puncture. But I mean, I guess they had to rule out meningitis because that's really bad.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
We just talked about,
and that's the thing. Like Bree, like she's a nurse, she knows all these things. I don't know, and then so like we'd be in the hospital, and I'm like, speak English, Bree, English. I need English.
Yeah, English at the table.
Yeah,
what are we doing?
Yeah, like I was bringing it down to my level. Like,
English at the table. What are we doing?
Yeah, exactly. And I'm just like, break it down for me. Break it down. For me.
Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying because it was crazy, and that you were going back to that heartburn thing. Kiddo had the same thing. Like we had to put her on the orange.
That would mess up her feed.
And
like
she gets it from from old dad here.
Yeah, she gets it from me because even throughout Bree's pregnancy, Issa came out with a lot of hair.
Yeah,
like Issa already has comb over. Like,
yeah.
Already got a good head. Yeah. Hair. So everybody's like, "Oh, I bet you had heartburn. I bet you had heartburn." Not one time. Breeze maybe had heartburn one time in her whole life.
Oh, dude,
she didn't have any heartburn.
It was. I'll say it's funny. It's not funny, but it was funny now that you look back on it. You know, they get the morning sickness right at the very.
She never got
from the jump. My wife she threw up a couple of times, and that's when we kind of figured out like, oh, something happened, and everybody was like, oh, the morning sickness will go away, a month or so. The morning sickness is gone. Dude, my wife was puking the day we went to the hospital. She literally got, every morning started with her getting up, eating 2 crackers and throwing up.
Was it a rough 9 months?
Yeah.
And that's the thing with Issa. It was the complete opposite. That's why we were like, not joking, but we were like, it was a very uneventful 9 months.
Yeah.
Until the day we had her.
Ours was the very opposite. It was so uneventful. The only thing that happened was just that weird thing with my ex-wife where she went goofy for a minute.
I can't feel nothing yet.
Past that, it was the most eventful 9 months. And then when we got, and I was thinking in my head like, fuck, if we just went through that, the pregnancy, the actual delivery is going to be a nightmare.
Yeah.
We walked in, done. Day later, we're gone. And I was like, how is it so hard for 9 months and then she just shit the kid out and we left? Like I don't understand how that happened. Like it was the very opposite for us.
How long did it take for you to get comfortable with kiddo?
Oh. She's 14 now.
Yeah. Oh no.
No, man. I don't know. It wasn't bad. I mean, like,
yeah, it's not bad. It's just like I get better with her every day.
Yeah,
but I'm not her mom. You know what I'm saying? She loves her mom.
Yeah,
she loves her mom.
I tell you what, man.
But I was so nervous to begin with. Like I was like,
I tell you what, man. After I got, where I knew how a diaper went on.
Yeah, the right way, flip it.
After I got comfortable with her, though, I'll tell you, man. And I don't mean this. This is gonna sound like an asshole thing to say.
It's because you are an asshole.
Yeah, well, okay. I don't mean this in an asshole way, but the best times that I had with kiddo was when everybody left. Like when they went shopping,
or the exact opposite. I'm scared to be with her by myself.
When they went shopping,
I can do it now barely, but
they went like, hey, we're gonna go out. Like her and her mom, or her and her friends would be like, hey, I'm gonna go grab something to eat. I'd be like, cool. And when they left, just me and kiddo by ourselves, like just getting to like watch her without somebody hovering over you, and like getting to like play with her like you want to play with her, and like stuff like that. Oh, dude, that was that's the things I'll never forget. Like finally so much fun.
I'm finally to the point where like she is more calm in my arms. Yeah. Now, like she's older and like knows me. Like Bree got a 9-month head start on me. You know what I'm saying? So like,
yep.
But I'm not. I guess. We sleep more. It's getting better. Everything's getting a lot better.
Yeah, it gets better.
Give it time.
It gets easy, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and then like
I hear it doesn't get any easier as they get older.
I mean, it does. So it's funny because it gets easier in the aspect of like this stuff gets easier, but this stuff gets harder.
I feel
so
like
it kind of reverses itself.
I feel like I feel like I can handle that stuff better than like this.
Yeah, that's
not
me.
That I can't handle.
That's me.
I'm drowning.
Everybody always asks me. They're like, "Oh, do you miss her being a baby?" I'm like, "Not at all."
Neither. I
not
hate
at all.
To say it. I hate to say it.
I'll say it. Not at all.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna.
You're not gonna miss it.
I love it when she's asleep and like cuddly. I love that, but when she's up and I always tell Brie her favorite hobby is screaming in my ear for hours.
No, but me and you are kind of the same person, and like we enjoy the same things, or not necessarily enjoy the same things, but we enjoy different things than other people. You know what I'm saying? Like, And I'm telling you, when the kid gets older, and like I said, being alone and all that stuff, when you go out to the park and you're doing your shit and all that, and mom's off at work or whatever, it's the best time because I do better with like if you
being
want me
able
to
communicate.
if you want me to take care of a baby, I can take care of a baby, but it's not something I'm comfortable with.
Yeah.
If you want me to take a kid to a park and act like a 5-year-old on a park and like run up and down the set, that's me. That's where Dad comes in.
Plenty of play 60.
That's where Dad. That's in my wheelhouse.
That's what I told her. Like, I told her like you can have this time.
Yeah,
but like when she's older, like, I mean.
But that's what's funny is my ex-wife hates doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So we fit really well because once she gets, now that she's at the age she's at now, I've kind of taken that whole like, all right, I'll take it from here.
Yeah, like,
We'll do you want to go to Six Flags, you want to do this, you want to do that. My ex-wife's doing none of that. And I'm like, come on with it. Like, let's do it.
Like, I feel like that's when, like, not that I can't do it, but like once Issa's older.
Yeah.
We can communicate and walk around and shit. I feel like it's just
and then
it's on from there.
Like I said, you like what I you know where I live, so that park is right there. Brookshire is right next to it. We pull in, we load up like a bunch of 2-year-olds. We load up with the snacks and everything. Hit the gazebo and I'm like, take off, and like she just runs off. And I'm like, come get something to eat when you're ready. You know,
I can't wait to get the little tow system for my bike. So take her around on the bike and stuff. Yep.
I'll tell you,
Grandma already got her a little pink and white fishing pole. Can't wait to take her fishing.
Yep,
it's gonna be a good time.
That's when you'll kick in.
Yeah, exactly. Like Daddy always like would wake us up and take us fishing. And I was holding Issa like out the front every morning. I take her outside to like let her wake up, get fresh air. Like, Bree hates it because I open up all the blinds in the house and shit. And I was like, oh, look alive, wake up. But I was like, I can't wait to wake up early in the morning and take you fishing, Issa.
Yeah.
I'm so soft, man. I'm as hard as a plate of mashed potatoes.
Oh, yeah.
That is true. The girls, they'll soften you up.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Big time.
And not only that, but when it was like, especially like with my daughter, she's 14 now. God. She knows what, I mean, she plays me like a fiddle. Like, she understands. Like, she knows if I just say this, I'm going to get this. Or if I casually mention this, then I know that Dad's going to do this. You know, and and I don't realize it until after she goes home, and I'm like, wait a minute. I think I just got hosed. Like that. You got the stupid caveman look. You're like, hold on.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm like, oh, you're a girl. You totally know how to manipulate. Like, y'all are born with this. It's
okay, so Kenneth Trevathan at 14 and Kiddo at 14. Who is smarter?
Oh, Herb, 100%.
Kids are so advanced.
No, 100%.
Kids are so advanced.
Dude.
Kids are fucking smart nowadays. I was eating crayons when these kids are over here doing whatever.
The classes that she takes.
Yeah, I was doing good to get through my class.
The class, this is not, I'm not trying to date myself. I'm not trying to sound old or anything.
Yeah.
But the classes she takes right now, or she was taking like in the 7th grade because she's going into her freshman year.
Oh,
classes,
freshman year.
Yeah, the classes she was taking in the 7th grade are classes that were on the advanced part. Like, if you know how you could take the basic or the advanced, as far as your credits, that was on the advanced version of our credit system, and that's what she's doing in the 7th grade. And I was like, oh, I didn't even have to take those, like, because I was like, oh, I'm on the basic one, I don't have to take that shit.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah. And like she'll come up and ask me for help, but I can do anything but math. But her math homework, she'll come up and ask me about her math homework. I'm good luck. I didn't even take that.
And that's where Bree comes in. Bree is a scholar. I'm no mathematician.
So Annelise,
I can add up basic math and like basic math.
Thank God, Annelise's stepdad is like a fucking math genius. And I'm like, if you need help, go talk to old boy. I was like, because you ain't getting it here. Like it's a no.
Question. What is Kiddo's name? I've never heard Kiddo's name.
Oh, it's Annelise.
I didn't know that till
now. Somebody asked me the other day at work. They were like, I don't know her real name.
I have no,
I was like, it's Kiddo.
We've been talking about Kiddo for about 5 or 6 years. I've never heard her first name.
Yeah, it's Annelise.
Annelise.
Okay,
all right. I just knew her Kiddo.
We kind of screwed her a little bit.
How so? Oh, we did.
So is it the name?
It sounds like Issa. When you see it, it's Issa. So everybody always gets like Issa.
Yeah.
And Bree was like, I was like, this is what you're going to get for life.
This is it.
Like, this is what Issa's going to get for life.
Yeah, she's going to be called Issa.
Like, so when you hear it, don't get mad. So when she hears it, she gets mad.
Yeah. And
she'll be like, no, Issa. Like that. But I was like, this. I mean,
it's spelled Issa. So.
She's going to have to, like, I mean, that's just how it is.
Kiddo, hers isn't bad, except we gave her, it's like, if you get a long first name, you go short middle name. Because, we didn't do that.
It just flows real better. Right?
Yeah, we didn't do that. So she has her last name is it's long.
I don't know how to spell your last name.
Her middle name is long. Her first name is long. So her name actually, when it's spelled out, her whole name, it's one letter longer than the alphabet. So, because her name is Annelise Catherine Trevathan.
Oh,
and when we got it, I was like, oh, it's such a pretty name. And then when I started looking at it and doing the math, I was like, damn, man, we kind of fucked her up there. like, do you know when you're doing like the star test or whatever, you're going to need the extra squares for your name? Like, I was like, yeah, she needs the extra ones. Like,
how'd star test go for her?
She kills it, man. The kid's so smart,
dude.
Yeah,
I was in summer school every year because I couldn't pass that.
I never went to summer school, but I didn't make it through high school, dude. I never made it through high school, dude.
What grade did you drop out in?
Senior
year.
Yeah, just like, I gotta go. This isn't for me.
Yeah.
I gotta get out of here.
We dropped out 10th grade.
Yeah, I should have dropped out my junior year. I should have.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything. I mean, like, dude, I only passed.
To play football?
Yeah, I only passed because I was really good at football. That was it. And I'm telling you now,
I would just pass long enough to stay eligible.
Well, it's not even that. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you this now. I went to. If you play football, you passed.
That was like on the King of the Hill episode where Bill Dotrieve, they make him go play his, one more high school game so he can get his rushing touchdown. And he goes, do I have to go to class? And Hank's like, Bill, you're on the football team.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like I was like, oh my god.
No.
Yeah,
you passed.
Yeah, but Bree dropped out 10th grade. Her dad made her get her GED, paid her way through MCC, and got her bachelor's in nursing at UMHB. So she overcame all the statistics.
I tried to go to college a couple of times. I didn't work out. I went for a couple of semesters. And
I graduated in 10. I sat on my ass all summer.
Yeah.
Played Red Dead Redemption.
God damn it.
And came to Mars, and I've been there ever since.
Damn, that was your first job?
Yeah, first job.
Oh, no shit.
I had one job in between. When I moved to Austin, I was at Discount Tire for a little bit.
Change the tires?
Mm-hmm.
That'll make you like Mars.
Yeah. Came home, my tail between my legs. I've been there ever since, though.
Yeah, that'll make you like Mars for sure. Cause,
yeah.
I ain't changing tires for I don't like changing my own tires. No. Yeah, that doesn't hurt your feelings. You come into a place that's 65 degrees and...
Yeah, and that's the thing. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's all worked out so far, though. One more week off. Still got 5 weeks to use at the end of the year. I don't know.
So that's why it seems like you haven't been gone that long, because you haven't. I thought you were taking the whole 18 or whatever you get.
Hell no. I couldn't, dude.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
So you only took, 13?
Yeah, I can't sit there for that long, dude. I've been sitting there for a long time.
Oh, dude, you saying that? I don't know how you do it. I don't know how he's doing it with the shoulder thing, because he's going to be out for a while. Yeah, and I don't know how he's doing it with the shoulder thing. I told him, I was like, dude, so we were off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, around Memorial Day.
Oh yeah.
Then we came back Tuesday, so we were off all those days, right? Mm-hmm. I took off that Thursday so I could have the week off.
Oh, hell.
So it was Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and I came back Tuesday. By the time I got back Tuesday, I was like, I'm never doing that again. Like, I was gone for a week, and I was like, that's too much. I was like,
don't take no time off.
It's too much, man. First off, it makes me not want to go back, because you're like, oh, I've been like getting all this shit done at the house, and this and that. I'm like, I could just keep doing this,
I'm at the point where I'm ready to go back. Yeah. But I'm sure that'll be over by like lunchtime the first day. I'll be like, man, fuck this shit. Like, yeah, just fucking staring at the wall.
Yeah, but now it's I was like, God, that's too long, man. That's way too long.
Yeah. I got a question. What made y'all relocate?
I was tired of having it in my fucking living room.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
Every time somebody came to the house, they were sitting on a sound stage. I was like, excuse the lights and No, it wasn't that. It was just we had been. So when it was at my house, it was super inconvenient because it doesn't matter. I honestly do not care, especially with the guys we do it with. Yeah. I honestly do not care. I was like, if you'll ever want to record anything, I had a health incident happen where we had to miss an entire like almost 2 weeks because.
You got sick?
Oh yeah, some shit happened, but for like 2 weeks we couldn't record, and it's at my house. So
so you're out of business for 2 weeks?
Yeah, we're out of business, and so I told them, I was like, guys, anytime you can record, just come here. It's fine, Yeah. But at the same time, if you told me that about your house, I would feel super uncomfortable walking in your house with you not there. I'd be like, I don't know, man. This feels weird. Like, why am I here and he's not here? You know, like.
Yeah, what's really going on?
Yeah, it's just, I would feel weird. And I understand where they're coming from. I legitimately don't care, but I knew they felt weird.
Right.
So I was just like, we had already been talking about, it was in the works already to get a community space. Like, where everybody has access to it anytime. The equipment stays here. Yeah. Like, it doesn't go back and forth. And like with me, it's in my living room. So as soon as we got done filming, I took everything apart and took everything down because I don't want wires strung across my living room all day. You know, so like all the lights came down, everything. So even if they did have to record, they got to come over and rebuild everything, you know? And so it was just super inconvenient. And like I said, we had already been talking about getting a community space, and we were like, well, maybe we can do this, or maybe we can do this, or maybe we can find a cheap office space, and then we all pitch in once a month, you know, and like just pay the rent, you know, and just rent the place out and we all pitch in, you know. We had talked about that. And then Jordan goes, well, I have a room in my shop that this was a storage room a month ago. Yeah, it was a storage room a month ago. And so he was like, I have a room in my house. He goes, I'm in my shop. He goes, we could use that. And so when he said that, I'm not talking shit about anybody, but I'm just in my head. When somebody tells you they have a room, I was like, it's going to be tough. You know, I was like, it's probably going to be 4 foot by 4 foot. We're going to be in a closet, you know, that kind of thing. And so he said, well, why don't you come take a look at it? And I was like, I was really like, just like, oh, okay. You know, it was one of those things where, you know, when somebody asks you to do something, you just do it because you feel like you have to, you know, like, you're kind of like, oh, okay, I'll go look at it. Yeah. And then I'm already thinking up the excuse of what I'm going to tell him why we're not going to use it. You know, like, oh yeah, asbestos, you know, or something like, you know,
asbestos.
I'm just trying to think of any, because I'm already driving over here going,
I know you are.
It's a no. You know, it's a hard no.
Hard pass.
And so he walks in and I see so I'm thinking, he says it's in his shop. Mm-hmm. So my dad has a room in his shop, but it's like it's the back part of the shop, but it's a big open door and like, you know, and it's nice, but it's just, and that's what I have in my head. Yeah. And so I'm like, we can't do it in a fucking garage because it's too noisy. It's too echoey. You know, we can't do that, you know? And so when I came over here, I'm already thinking that, you know? Yeah. And then he goes, oh, it's in that door. And I was like, oh, it's like doored off? And he was like, yeah, because you see the doors. Yeah. I was like, oh, it's all doored off? He goes, oh, yeah, it's all doored off. So I opened the door. And like I said, when we walked in, it's a storage room. So there's shit everywhere. You know, I mean, it's piled to the door because it's a storage room. But when you walked in, just seeing it, I was like, holy shit.
This was full of shit?
Oh, yeah. But I was just like, I was like, oh, this is a fucking room. This is like a... And you know, the way my brain works is I'm already putting it together. Like, oh shit, we can do this, we can do this, we can do. And I was like, and I looked at him, I go, you don't want anything for this? And he was like, no. He's like, I just want, you know, I haven't given anything to the show. I've just been on the show. He's like, but I would like to like, you know, contribute. You know, he goes, so this, and I was like, you don't care if we use this? And he was like, no. I was like, okay, yeah, fuck yeah. So I was like, so we got with his wife and like. You know, because he was like, well, we can paint it and all this. I was like, let's go check with wifey first. I don't want to. I'm not coming in. I'm not coming in. It's your shop. It's wifey's house. I'm not painting wifey's house. So like, she was like, oh yeah, knock yourself out, do whatever you want to do. So we came in, painted the place, hung everything up. It took me and Jordan about.
I was about to say, how long did it take y'all?
Maybe 2 weeks to put it all together.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He moved everything out. Like he got. Because I was supposed to come over and help him one night, and like it got all jacked up or something. By the time I got here the next day, the room was empty, and he was like, "Yeah, dude." And so
you skipped that on the hard part.
He moved all the shit out, and then I did the rest. Yeah, like I painted it, put all the trim up, and like.
What do y'all watch on the TV? Anything?
Yeah. I watch it all the time.
Yeah, good times, right?
I usually have it on whenever I'm editing. I just set it on, and I got to watch Survivor later on today.
Survivor.
Yeah.
They still show Survivor?
Absolutely.
My grandma, I know they still show Survivor.
We have a podcast over it. An entire podcast over Survivor.
No,
yes.
My grandma has never missed a season of Survivor or Big Brother.
I've never missed. I'll tell you this right now. I've never missed a season of Survivor, and I can even go further than that. I've never missed a season of it, and I've never missed an episode live. Like, as in, I've never recorded an episode and watched it later. I've watched them live every time.
Don't lie to me.
Wow. I've never missed. I told you I was an alternate.
No, you never told me this. I was an alternate. That's a lie.
No. I made it all the way through the casting process. I was an alternate for, I can't remember what season it was now.
I just remember the very first season when Richard won. And then, what's his name? That Cody, the Texas guy?
Oh, Colby?
Yeah, Colby. Yeah, Colby. He got a few History Channel spinoffs. Yep. He was on Top Shot. I also love The fucking Amazing Race.
I don't like that one.
No, fuck you.
I don't like it at all.
Every time I watch it, I'm just like, why am I need to go see the world. Like,
I don't mind. I like Survivor. Big Brother's okay. I'm not a Big Brother guy just because there's nothing to it. You're just laying around until there's a challenge. Like there's nothing to it. Like Survivor, you gotta do some shit. You know, Big Brother, you're just lounging on the couch till it's time to go. You know, like
that eel.
Yeah, but I've always wanted to be on Survivor. Like I apply every year. I haven't applied the last few years because of the stuff in my head. I can't.
Yeah.
But as soon as I get that under control, I'm right back to applying. I've applied every year, except for like the
bugs
year.
would get me. The bugs would get me. I couldn't be out there.
Can't do a bug. You got a bug guy?
Fuck no. It'd be what is it called? I would die of mild discomfort. There you go. Yeah, you'll go out there naked.
Oh, dude, and
loincloth over your meat. And
Colton is Colton. He applies every year.
Damn, I hope somebody fucking gets it. That'd be pretty fucking.
Oh, I would lose my mind.
Damn, where have they not been? The hood.
Oh, they go everywhere, man.
They have. That's what I'm saying. Where have they not been?
How do you
keep making a place?
They're I think they're keeping it now to where the last few seasons has just been in Fiji. I think they're just kind of hanging out.
Fuck you up.
Yeah, they're just kind of hanging out in Fiji.
I was watching on Amazon Prime. They have it's not an ultra marathon race. It's an eco race in Fiji, and you'll fucking die of hypothermia. You'll fucking fuck your head up on a rock out there. It's like a badass race across the Fijian Islands. And these people are hard fucking core, dude. Like up 24 hours and have hiked 51 miles. They're gonna sleep 2 minutes and go. It's hard.
So your particular interest. Have you ever? Do you know a girl named Courtney Dewalter?
No.
You don't?
No.
Look her up. I'm telling you right now, you'll never stop following her.
Is she an ultra runner?
Yep. She's an ultra runner, and she is absolutely amazing.
Wow.
Absolutely. So she did. I might have been
on Rogan.
I think she has been.
I saw one girl. This was years ago on Rogan. She was doing an eco race through Hawaii, and she'd been up all day. And
she takes 1 minute naps.
Yeah, the micro naps. Is that her? Uh-huh. Yeah, she went the whole fucking race. Yeah, I know you're. I didn't know that was her name, but yeah, that's where I learned about a micro nap.
Yeah,
and it makes sense because when I'm on midnights, I'll go to my truck and take a nap on break, and if I can close my eyes for 3 to 7 minutes, I'm good for the rest of a 12-hour shift. Like a micro nap. That shit's real, dude.
Yeah, of course it's real.
That shit's real. Like, let's go run 100 miles.
She said she did her last one, and she said that she told her coach to wake her up in 1 minute. So her coach woke her up.
Yeah.
And she got mad at him because she thought he had let her sleep for 20 or 30 minutes. She was like, "Why would you do that?" And he was like,
same person.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, same person.
Been a minute.
I don't follow her. Yeah, but
she's insane. I know that there was one particular year, maybe probably 3 or 4 years ago, she did the Moab 400.
Oh, Moab will fuck you up.
And she finished.
Isn't that Utah? Is that Utah?
Yeah, it's Utah. It's and all that in that area. Yeah. She finished the race a full marathon length ahead of second place, and the second place was a guy.
I think Goggins shouted her out one time.
Oh, she's insane, and she does not look. And her diet is crazy, because they're like, "What kind of diet are you on?" She's
they
like,
eat everything, right?
She was like, "What kind of diet are you on?" She was like, "Cheeseburgers and beer." She was like, "I don't."
That's the one thing. Like when they're at their pits, I mean, because you burn so many fucking calories, you got to put that many calories back in you. They're drinking like Cokes and shit.
Yeah,
and
it's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. They can get away with whatever the fuck they want.
I mean, I couldn't do it. It's crazy that they can do it.
I've never ran.
I feel like you could do it if you trained for it.
I would have to dedicate myself to it. And you remember at the beginning of the year, I wanted to do the triathlon.
Yeah.
I had it in my head. I'm going to go have this baby, pop her out, have a newborn, and train for a fucking triathlon.
Sure.
Shit like that, you got to dedicate yourself to that shit. I don't have time to, and I'm not going to go try and do it and not have trained enough because your ass is going to fucking drown. You know what I'm saying? Like,
your ass is going to fucking drown.
Yeah, it's not going to go good. But, like, if I put my mind, I can do, physically, I can do anything.
Yeah.
Physically, in my mind, I can do anything.
I could when I was younger. I can't now. I could do most stuff. If I put my mind to it, I could do most stuff. But I'm just, the knees and ankles aren't working like they used to.
I still feel good.
If I mess around too much, I'm gonna fuck my back up. It's like I just got to be careful about. But I'll tell you that if I actually put my mind to it and stuff, I can do most stuff.
I don't feel bad because I just turned 31. May 18th, I turned 31. I don't feel bad. Like, my body still feels good. I've been sitting on my ass for 3 months, but the only thing I'm more conscious of not fucking myself up. Like I did that mountain bike race 2 weeks ago, and I hadn't pedaled my bike 10 cranks. I took a left and washed out and smacked and ate shit to begin the race. I fell on my ribs, and my ribs 2 weeks later are finally
starting to feel better.
Yeah,
it's called age, brother.
Yeah, dude. I was like, man, fuck that. But as I get older, I'm more conscious of like not fucking myself up, because it does. I don't really fuck myself up, but if I do, it takes longer to heal. Yeah, I mean, you're just older. It just happens.
I'm also a big guy on like I don't like gyms. I hate gyms.
Oh, that's why I have it in my garage.
And that's what I just
Corona forced my hand on. Remember when you had your bag? You had your punching bag and shit.
So I've just bought all of Colton's old workout. Oh, I say old. It's like brand new, but I bought all of his old workout equipment and my carport right there that you've been under. I'm turning that into basically like
that's what happened with me. I had a friend. He had bench, squat rack, bumper plates all the way up to like 275, and I was like, hey, I got cash right now. Yeah, and during Corona, and I just put it all in my garage. I mean, I'll go to the gym, but I would never. I got all the shit in my garage.
Now that he's sold me all of his stuff, there's literally not really anything that I don't have now. I've got everything.
Minus like cables and shit, but I don't need nothing.
No, I don't do nothing like that.
I don't need nothing like that.
But now that
that's
I've
not
got
helping me get faster on my bike.
As soon as I get it set up, that's what I'm going to do tomorrow on Sunday. That's what I'm going to do tomorrow. Is all day is going to be, because he has the flooring, like
the mats and
he's got the mats, he's got the flooring, he's got all that stuff. I'm getting that from him.
Yeah, so and then the whole damn thing. Right?
I've got the whole damn thing. I'm going to set it up tomorrow, and then I'm putting my bag out there. I'm getting it out of the house and putting it out there. Yeah, it's going to be its own little, and I can't wait. I'm so excited. Because I'm ready. I'm so out of shape, man. Like, it's ridiculous how bad it is.
Your fucking ass. I guarantee you I put on 15 pounds easily.
No, it's horrible.
I'm the biggest I've ever been. Like, and it's like, I get it hurts to be that big. Like, like it hurts to be that big. Yeah. Like, you feel it.
And like yesterday, we went to a baseball game and we were sitting towards the top because it was raining. So we were sitting towards the top. I got to the top of the stairs and I had to take a minute. Like I was like
not that far out of it.
And I was like, no, man, it's 45 stairs. Like how are you like having to take a second to like, okay, I got to get my shit together. Like Jesus Christ, dude, you got to figure it out. Like it's not that I'm fat. I'm just out of shape.
Yeah,
like,
you just haven't done anything.
Yeah, I'm just out of shape.
I see how people just like get older, have kids, and let themselves go. Yeah. I see exactly how it happens. Like, I'm not going to say it's complacency, but you just get in a routine of not doing it.
Yeah. And that's my biggest thing is I don't know why I do this on like a cycle where I go and I like work out like a madman. I go to the trails. I'm doing all this stuff and I feel like $1 million. And then once I start feeling like $1 million, I'm like, oh, I feel like $1 million, and I stop. And then I stop and I go back to feeling like shit. Yeah, I start feeling like shit again, and I'm like, but then I get lazy and I'm like, oh, I don't want to go do it again. And then I get back into the routine. I'm like, oh, I feel great. I'm like I feel so good. I'm gonna stop again. You know what I'm like?
You're about to go over it. It's like I'm the same way. I just it comes down to discipline at that point.
And then I watch my brother, and my brother is just so disciplined about that shit, man.
Do they have kids?
Huh?
Do they have kids?
Oh yeah.
I don't see how
He has two kids and then an adopted.
I don't see how I ever thought I didn't have time before I had a kid. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like all these years, I just don't have time.
Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
I was being a punk ass.
Yeah,
now
you had time. Yeah.
Time. Like I had ample amount of time.
I told you that whenever you had the kid, you were like, I don't have time. I was like, you just wait.
Yeah,
I was like, you think you don't have time?
Yeah, exactly. And like so now, like when I work out. Like you have to like fit it around.
Yeah.
You gotta squeeze it in. Like, and I'm not gonna lie, it always comes down to I got a little bit of time. Am I gonna play my Xbox or am I gonna go get 1% better? Yeah. Usually the Xbox is winning.
Yeah.
Right now. God damn that thing, man. Yep. But I don't know. Health is wealth. Health is wealth.
Yeah.
And it starts now.
Hey man,
health is wealth. It starts now.
Let's not get too homosexual here, okay?
I mean, you took it there, not me. I'm just saying your ass needs to be in shape, man. Or not fucking chugging fucking fast food all fucking day. Like, yeah. I love that fast food though, man. I love it.
Well, we were talking about you yesterday. Were you?
Don't lie to me.
We were.
To who? At work or who? Who's on day shift?
We were talking about your shitty diet. your Lunchables and your Kool-Aid Jammers.
Oh, yeah, all the shit you hate.
My God.
Mega Pack Lunchables.
It's so bad.
Cheeto Puffs.
It's so bad.
I will say this, not that I don't feel old. Like I'm still like I don't feel old, but I cannot eat that bullshit all the time.
Yeah.
Anymore. Like I'll get heartburn like a motherfucker, like bad. Who were you talking to?
Sorry, man. I gotta take this really quick. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, fuck me, right? Yeah.
No, I'm really sorry. I'll probably edit a lot of this out.
It's okay.
Give me just 1 second. I have to answer it.
That's why I just checked that. Bree texted me 20 minutes ago, but I was like, man, I can't not check that.
Yeah, I know. It's like, I'd never pick up my phone during the episode. But I'm like, God damn it! Like,
yeah, no, I feel you. I miss work. I'm ready to come back to work. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm ready to just go.
Isn't it weird?
Because I've been off. Yeah, it is very weird. I've never been off this long in my life, ever. But it was like, not that I yearn for like a schedule, but like, I'm waking up and it's like, what the fuck am I going to do today other than be a dad? But it's like,
yeah,
I don't like that. And it got with me like when I had my surgery like years ago and I was like, man, fuck, what the fuck do I do? Like,
nope.
But like I said, I know I'm going to get over that shit as soon as I get back.
It's weird how it's weird how you miss it, and it's weird how like you see those people that retire and then they go and they like get a little part-time job here, and you go, why the fuck would you do that? And then you're like, oh, that's why. Yeah. You're like, oh, I just need something to do. Like,
yeah, for real. Oh yeah,
I need something to do.
I would have to find out.
Yeah, find something.
Have to find something to do because I'm too ADD to just fucking sit there. I'm not gonna sit there.
Yeah.
Like Bree loves it. Like she loves chilling with the baby all day.
Yeah.
And it'll be 8 o'clock, and I will be like, Bree, we just watched like 15 episodes of this shit. I didn't do not one goddamn thing today.
I had been so busy for the past... I
don't like that feeling.
Yeah, I had been so busy for the past few weekends that last weekend was the first weekend where I'd kind of had... I still had to do some stuff, but I had a little bit of time. There's all kinds of stuff, man. Oh, yeah. I had a little bit of time, and so there was one day where I didn't have to do anything, and I knew that I was being a complete fat ass whenever I was sitting there watching TV, and the TV popped up and said, "Are you still watching?" And I was
oh no!
Yes, like I'm still watching.
Tells you to stand up. Like
I was like, "Yes, I'm still watching." My TV is like, "Are you sure you didn't fall asleep or you're not dead?" Like,
yeah.
Are you yeah,
you like, still alive? Like,
you still watching?
Like, okay, man, you still coherent?
Get up.
Yeah, look alive.
I was like, God, that's terrible.
Damn. I'm not gonna give up on a triathlon though. I still want to do a triathlon. Not this year, but I would like to try and do one next year.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say like put things on the back burner, but I mean I gotta be a fucking dad right
now.
Yeah,
you gotta figure that out first.
Yeah, exactly.
I could get the swimming wouldn't bother me, the biking wouldn't bother me, the run.
That's so opposite for me. It's not like I'm gonna drown, but I've never swam a mile before.
Yeah.
Like,
The swimming wouldn't bother me at all, and the biking wouldn't bother me. It's the running. I've never been a runner.
When I make the swim, I can do the rest of it.
I've never been a runner. Even when I was in really, really good shape, I've never been a runner.
How the fuck do you have the endurance to swim?
Because it's not the same.
It's not. It's just less impact.
Yeah.
It's not
the same.
Yeah, it's not. But
and I don't like. Okay, I'll tell you this. Like swimming, I don't mind swimming.
Yeah.
I'll go swim. If you ask me to run, it's like asking me to pull my fucking teeth out. Like there's something about running. I hate it. I hate to run. Like I don't like it.
You hated running?
Oh my God. And I just have no endurance for it. And I think the reason I don't have any endurance for it is because I hate it so much. You know, I think I have the endurance for it if I could just get past the fact that I hate it.
Yeah.
But it's just like as soon as I take those first 3 steps, I'm like, fuck all of this. You know, like I hate to run.
Yeah.
I mean, I've told people before, if this damn thing caught on fire right now, I wouldn't run out of here. I'd walk. I walk real fast, but I ain't gonna run. You know, I'm not running from anything. You'd have to have a grizzly bear. If you ever see me running, you better fall in behind because there's
when
something.
Mars caught on fire, did you run?
No, no, I'm not gonna run anywhere, man. I avoid running like the plague.
I'm sure you do. That's funny.
I don't run, man.
Oh man, you're crazy, kid.
Me and Salvador tried to run for a little while out there.
Yeah, I remember over there at the park.
So. Yeah, and he did great. Like, it's one of those things. It's like playing. Like, so when I play pool, I started playing pool back. You know, I played pool a long ass time ago when I was like a teenager. Yeah, I've never gotten any better from the first day. I'm just as bad right now as I was the first day.
I suck shit at, but I'm no good.
It's the same thing with running. It doesn't matter how much I run. I don't get any better at it. Like,
what if you put your mind to it?
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter. I don't get any better at it. Like I can run a mile in 5 minutes. That's way fast. But I can run a mile in 5 minutes right now, and I can run until next year, and my mile time is going to be 5 minutes. Like it's not. I don't get. And I'm going to be just as tired at the end of it as I was this day.
It's like any worse or any less.
Yeah, it's just the worst, man. I hate it. I hate it.
You don't like sports?
No.
No. Girly girl, or just doesn't care for it, or
just doesn't care for sports.
Yeah.
She's like, who the fuck cares?
Yeah.
And the only thing I'll tell you this, the only thing, she doesn't play any sports. She does the flag. She does the flag court thing.
Hell yeah.
Which is funny because I never really paid attention to that when I was in school. I never really paid attention to it until she started doing it. And then I was like, oh, I can't do this.
Yeah.
Like, you're throwing a flag 15 feet in the air, and I can't catch it.
No.
I told her the first time she brought it home, I was in my head going, okay, you're tossing the flag. I can do that. I took it out in the backyard. She goes, here, this is how you do it. She showed me how to do it, and she caught it. Now this, and I go,
I'm taking that off the forehead.
So I flipped it up in the deal and took one right off the dome.
Yeah,
dude, bam.
That's all it takes is one right.
That.
Yeah,
I was like,
fuck that.
But
After rattles your fucking shit.
But no, she does that, and the only sport she'll watch is baseball and basketball.
Yeah,
she'll watch basketball and baseball.
I don't watch basketball. Like, just like I got my haircut yesterday, and they're like, "You been keeping up basketball?" I'm like, "Yeah, no."
No, she'll watch basketball and baseball, and that's.
I don't watch basketball.
I'm not a basketball. I will because she watches it.
I'm gonna push an instrument on her. I want her to play.
Kiddo plays the clarinet.
That's so awesome, dude. I was not gonna lie. When I was in 6th grade, I played the clarinet.
Yeah.
With hopes of playing the saxophone.
Yeah.
And I never kept with it, but remember when I started picking up my piano for a little bit, like keyboard. I want Issa to try and play.
Kiddo can play the clarinet, but she's good.
Yeah, those kids are fucking smart.
But she's in a school that really pushes that too, so that helps because their band is amazing.
Bosqueville or
no? She's at Robinson.
Oh yeah, will she be out there on the Friday Night Lights?
She doing the flag court thing. Yeah, she made the team.
Oh damn,
she made the high school team.
Shit.
They had tryouts.
So she'll have 2 days coming up in August, right?
Dude, let me tell you this. They got out May whatever, like the end of May or whatever. Their first flag corps like camp.
Yeah.
Is mid-July, so she gets 2
early, huh?
She gets 2 weeks in June.
Yeah,
of summer. Mm-hmm. Then she goes back to the flag corps camp. Excuse me, it's the middle of June, not the middle of July. Yeah. She gets 2 weeks off, like of nothing.
Yeah.
Then she goes back and does the flag corps camp. She gets another week off, and then she goes right into the band camp, and they're there until school starts. She literally gets 2.5 weeks of summer, and then
that's good. It's good and bad. I'm more good than bad. Just like bad, just like not having enough time to like go.
Go chill.
Shit. But I think it's really good to keep those kids really busy.
Yeah,
like something constructive.
Yeah,
because I was always busy with something, or like Mama always had us in like some kind of sport.
I was never busy during the summer, but I guess I get
just with like
we got a lot of trouble during the summer, so
yeah, I wasn't up to much. But we still worked out. We still got ready for football and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
But it was good times.
Yeah, it's she does the flag court thing, and then of course she's in the band, and
that's right.
She doesn't do marching band obviously because she's doing the flag, but she's still in the band. She's still in the concert band.
Yeah,
that's cool, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad she's involved in shit because I really thought for the longest time she wasn't gonna get involved just because she's so
to herself.
Yeah.
I
was like,
quiet?
Huh?
Is she quiet?
She's quiet around people she don't know.
Yeah.
Like if she walked in here right now, she's probably not saying much to you. Mm-hmm. She's gotten comfortable with Colton, so like it's funny to watch her and Colton go back and forth. Like, because she's a lot like me. Once she gets to know you, she's just roasting you from the time you walk in the door to the time you leave. So when Colton walks in, it's just but when Colton walks in, it's just she's just and she doesn't mind you doing it back. She wants you to do it back. So when those two go at her, her and Garrett, oh my god, it's a nightmare when her and Garrett get together.
Been doing? I haven't seen nobody.
Oh, he's cool, man.
Yeah, everybody's good. Yeah,
he's crazy, man. He's a giant gorilla.
I haven't seen anybody in a long time.
We're playing without a net. We're in here with a gorilla and a grizzly bear, and he's not chained up. Like we're playing without a net.
Have you seen Semi-Pro? No. No, you're not. You haven't seen anything. I forget that.
No, I haven't seen nothing.
It's been a long time.
I went and watched Maverick.
I was about to say, don't tell me you care anything for Top Gun. Come on.
Are you kidding me?
I've never seen it beginning to end.
You're stupid.
Never seen it beginning to end.
That's why.
What am I missing?
Huh?
I don't even like old boy. What's his Tom Cruise?
I'm not the biggest Tom Cruise fan, but you've never seen Top Gun.
No, I haven't.
So I
love Val Kilmer.
That was my favorite movie when I was a kid.
I was about to say, does this go back to something childhood?
But I'm telling you now, the second one. Okay, so
I seen it was better.
We have talked about this at nauseum on this podcast, so this is the last time we're talking about it.
I don't even care for it. But I'll talk about it.
We've talked about it at nauseum on all the other ones. I'm telling you right now. I went into it knowing they were going to fuck it up. Like,
they always fuck up remakes.
The first one is so good that the first one is
it's
awesome.
It's a cult classic. I'll give it that.
And I was like, it's not gonna. They're gonna fuck it up. So just go in knowing this is a nostalgia thing. It has nothing to do with that. I was like, they're gonna take it way too serious. They're gonna get way too political with it. It's gonna be stupid. You know?
Yeah.
Dude, when I tell you, They did none of that. It was amazing. It was great. Dude, everybody at work, it's hilarious. And this is not even old people. This is like
everybody.
Everybody that has gone to see it is going back to see it.
Yeah.
And I'm going back Wednesday.
I know it's one of those movies I should have seen.
I have never in my life, I have never been to the theater to see a movie twice. I'm not going to do. Why would I pay 2 times to see it?
I've never done
I'm telling you right now, I'm going back Wednesday to watch it again.
Did you go to the Badass Theater?
Yep.
Or would you ever go back to the other theater?
No.
Neither would I.
No.
Fuck no.
No, once they put a recliner in, that
it was game over.
No, it was game over.
Once I had leg space, and like I could have my pizza right here, my corn dog right here, my hot dog. Dude. We were watching Spider-Man, and we got like the front row, like whatever ones right there, which I don't like because they're too close to the screen.
Oh, I don't do front row.
Yeah, I don't ever do that. I like to be at the top looking down, honestly. But it's the one where the seat is like...
Oh, the D-box?
Yeah, the D-box. And when Spider-Man was punching the guy, your chair is like this and this. So my popcorn was like, whoa, and my chili dog and like...
Yeah, I don't like the D-box seats.
Nah.
I don't want to move around and shit.
Yeah, that's too much hype.
I'll keep it Christian, man. I just want to like sit there.
Like I said, I like looking down on it.
Oh, me and my dad went to go see it. Like together. And
did he like it? Yeah.
Oh, loved it.
I'm sure.
He was I'm 41.
Yeah.
We figured out when we went there, that's the first time we've ever been in the theater together.
After 41 years?
Yeah, we've never been in the theater at the same time. We've never been in the theater together. So we went and saw this movie together. My dad I guarantee he hasn't been in the theater.
My mom's going to see it at 5. Sorry.
He's my dad's hasn't been to a theater in probably 15, 20 years. Like that's the last time he went. And so he walked in and he sits down and he's like, man, these chairs are comfortable like that. So I kick it back, the recliner pops up. He goes, whoa! He goes, shit. Does mine do that? I go, nah, I bought you the one without it, like that. He goes, I wish mine did that. And I was like, I reached over, like popped it. He goes, this is like watching it at home.
Yeah.
So it was like halfway through the movie, he like leans over, and goes, I'm gonna have to take your mom to the movies. This is great. I was like, yeah.
I love going to the movies, but it's more just for the experience. I love the popcorn. I love the food. I like being in the cold movie theater.
Right.
Like, I don't know. What's the last movie I saw? Batman. Fucking Batman.
The new Batman?
Fuck yeah.
I watched it on HBO Max.
I've seen it like 8 more times on HBO Max. I love it.
It's, man, okay, I'm not a Hoosier. You know me. I make fun of y'all I make fun of y'all for all of that. Yeah. I saw that Batman and I was like, holy shit, that's good. I like the fact
that how dark it is.
And I like the realism of it.
Yeah.
It was more realistic.
That's the thing. I love Batman. I've been hooked on Batman. I'm 91. I've been hooked on Batman since Batman Forever, Val Kilmer, which they say is the worst one. But I love Val Kilmer.
Nah, that was the worst one.
No. But check this. This is the thing for me. It was like second grade. I had a water gun party.
Yeah.
/ hot dogs. And someone gave me a $20 gift card to Toys R Us. And I went to Toys R Us and got the Batmobile, turned into the Batwing and the Bat Sub. And I've been hooked ever fucking since.
So I'll tell you I'll tell you why I didn't like the Val Kilmer one.
Go for it.
I know, and it's a valid reason.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
When I explain it to people, they're always like, "It makes sense." Yeah. Like this is why I don't like the Val. Yeah. So to me, it's always up until this new Batman, it's always been Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton was always the best Batman.
Yeah, I love Michael Keaton.
So the reason Michael Keaton was a good Batman was because he was manly, he was suave, just like Batman, just like Bruce Wayne's supposed to be. He was suave, he was manly. But there was some scenes where he got the shit beat out of him, because he's a man. At the end of the day, he's just a guy with a bunch of toys, So he got the shit beat out of him. Mm-hmm. So then you go to George Clooney. George Clooney was very opposite. Every single scene, they made George Clooney get like the shit beat out of him. Like he didn't really do anything. So then they went to Val Kilmer. Way too manly. Go back and look in that movie. He doesn't lose a fight scene. Ever. He just goes in there and kicks the fuck out of it. And I'm like, that's not Batman. I was like, Batman has to lose every once in a while because that like builds the story. Yeah. They just made Val Kilmer way too manly. That's the only reason I didn't like it. Is because no, Batman has to get his ass kicked once or twice. Like that's what.
He takes a few whoopings.
No, he doesn't. He literally takes none the entire movie. He gets the shit beat out. He beats the shit out of everybody. I'm like, no, Batman has to lose a couple of times. Like that's what it's the comeback story.
Hurrah!
But there's no hurrah when you're just going through and mopping everybody's fucking ass. Like
you just go save them all at the end. You got to get them back.
Like, God damn, like you could have let him lose a couple.
So you liked Pattinson? You like the new Batman?
Yeah,
I like how dark it is. People they make fun of him because he's all Twilight dark, but Batman doesn't have a good story.
No,
it's full of like,
and that's what I liked about this one was it brought out all the like the Waynes were not really that great of people. I love that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And before the movie, I started watching a lot of the old animation ones. Like, you can find them all on HBO Max and Amazon Prime. But I started watching. I didn't know that about his family.
Yeah.
As much as I didn't know that that he was over there cutting deals with Maroney and all this shit. But I liked how dark it is because, like I said, he lost his parents. Yep. Like he has a bad life. He has a hard luck story. It's not supposed to be like hunky dory. Like, this is how it goes.
That's why I like the Joker so much. The Joker was really good for that reason. Like, the Joker's dark, man.
Yeah, very. Yeah.
He's a crazy person. He got crazy somehow.
Yeah, he's out there in left field.
He wasn't just born crazy.
No, hell no. Something has to push you that far.
Yeah. That's what I liked about like Joaquin Phoenix killed that role.
Oh yeah, that's a great movie.
He killed it, man.
Movie. I didn't know that's a real how you can't stop laughing. I didn't know that was a real thing. People actually have that or whatever. I don't know what it's called, but I didn't know that happens.
Yeah, there's that, and there's another one that's real weird like that. Like people can't stop doing something, but I can't remember what it is now. It's not laughing; it's something else.
I don't know.
I saw somebody on TV the other day had the hiccups for like 7 years.
That would suck.
I would kill myself. I guarantee you right now. I'm telling you, if you
bad when Issa gets the hiccups.
I'm telling you right now, if somebody goes, you're gonna have the hiccups for the next 7 years. I'm telling you, I'm not making it through those 7 years.
Just off you.
You're talking about morning, noon, and night sleeping. You got the hiccups.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, after 2 months, I'm killing myself. Like I'm just
off yourself.
Yeah. What? Not a chance. Are you living through that?
No.
Exactly.
Not comfortably.
Yeah, no.
Not comfortably.
No. You gotta go to sleep. Think about eating. You're trying to enjoy a steak think about a steak and a first date.
Will you eat a steak? Will you eat a steak?
Just sitting there going.
So,
like, can you imagine?
Yeah. Ugh. Will you eat a steak?
Will I eat a steak? Yeah.
Bree hates it. Bree don't like
it. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but
I like them, and I like.
I mean, so I'll tell you this: if you sat down on this table right now, if you set down a steak and like let's say some fish, some type of fish on like, and then you set down like a chicken dish, I'm probably going chicken, fish, then steak.
Yeah, I want the fried chicken, mashed potatoes.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'll probably I'll do chicken over everything. Mm-hmm. I'll actually, believe it or not, I'll do pork over anything.
Pork? A lot of people don't like pork.
I go pork first.
I
go pork, chicken, fish, beef.
I'm not picky. Other than vegetables, I don't really care for vegetables. I'm not picky though.
No, that's if I was to do it in order, it's pork, chicken, fish, and then beef. Beef is always last. I'm not a big cow guy.
Yeah,
it's all right. I mean, it's good.
Yeah.
You know? But like if I go like today, I'm gonna go or tomorrow. Excuse me, not today. Tomorrow, I'm gonna crank the smoker up, and literally it's all pork. Like
all pork.
Yeah, pork butt, pork ribs, sausage. Like it's all pork.
Will you be attending Cece's wedding in the fall?
I'm in Cece's wedding.
Oh my God, you are!
I'm in Cece's wedding.
So you're gonna be there?
I'm gonna be there.
Fuck yeah! I was curious about that. I was like, oh, he's coming, right?
I'm in.
Damn.
I
have 2 weddings in the fall.
I'm up there. One of the.
Are you going to the bachelor party?
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
Are you?
Me too. I already put in the days off. When you are?
Yeah.
I've never been.
Never been?
Nuh-uh.
Me and who went?
I never thought I liked gambling. Yeah, we went to Vegas last year. I'm like, man, this ain't no fun. We got on the blackjack tables and I won like once.
Yeah, you hooked, huh?
Fuck. I was like, shit. This is why people lose their fucking asses. And
have you been to the horse races?
No, I haven't.
So me and Cece went to the horse races.
I want to go to the horse races.
Me and Cece went to the horse races about a month ago, maybe.
Yeah.
We went together. Me, him, Brittany, and then a bunch of his friends. Mm-hmm. We all went to the horse races. I mean, I've been several times. I love the horse races. I hadn't been in a few years because it was Cece's first time, and he was like, "Holy shit, when are we coming back?" I was like, "It's fun, isn't it?" And it's actually.
You ever been to the dog races?
No, never been to the
different, right?
No, never been to the dog. I've only been to horse only.
You put any money on any of them?
Absolutely.
I heard, I seen it on the King of Hill episode. Buck Strickland, he was betting on the dogs, and he said he seen one poop before the race.
Yeah.
So he put his money on him because he's gonna run light.
I hit. So because I hadn't been in a few years. So when hadn't been in a few years, you get out of practice on stuff. And I remember going there, and it's not like I'm some kind of brainchild, but I just remember, if you bet this way, you're not gonna break the bank, but you're gonna make money. Like it might not be much, but you're gonna walk out with some cash. And I couldn't remember what my little how I had it before where I was like, because I had figured it out. I'd gone enough that I was like, oh, if you just bet this way, you're either going to break even or you're going to make a little.
Or
but
you're not going odds.
You're not going to hit a home run. It's not like you're going to like, you're not walking out with thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
But this will keep you where you can do it all day long. You're not really going to lose any money,
Yeah.
And I couldn't remember, but I figured it out the last like maybe 4 or 5 races. I figured it out. But by that time, trying to figure it out, by that time I was already like $300 down, something like that.
Red.
So the last 3 races, I had gotten it to where I was like $200 down. No, I was $194 down is what I was down.
When you're betting on shit, is there etiquette to all that? Or like, is there a way to go about it? Like, cause like that's what kept me off the tables in Vegas. I was like, man, I don't know etiquette.
Not really. Not at the horse.
Just go out there and fucking bet.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I was down $194 coming into the last race. So I was like, all right, maybe I can make $50 back, and then I can just be 150 down. I'm good to go. Whatever. Spent $150 for an all day event. It was fun.
Yeah. Not too bad.
So I went in and I showed Cameron. He was like, how the hell? I went into that last race, put my bets in, did the whole thing. So I went to cash out, and the lady was standing there, and I was like, I can cash out up at the deal, right? And she was like, oh, you can just cash out with me. So I handed her my ticket, and I was like, yeah, I hit on that last race. I go, but I couldn't figure out the odds. I couldn't figure out how much I hit. And she goes, oh, you did really well. And I was like, yeah.
You didn't even know?
Yeah, I knew that I'd hit, but I couldn't. I can usually figure out, but for some reason, the way that I bet it, I was like, I can't figure out how much I won, you know? But she goes, oh, yeah, you did really well. And I was like, yeah. She goes, how much do you think you won? And I go, I'm thinking, I said in my head, if I have it right, I'm like $50, $60. And I was $194 down. She goes, no, you won $194. I was like, I showed Cameron. I told Cameron, I handed him the ticket. I go, I literally walked out at 0. I was like, and he goes, how the hell did you do that? I was like, I walked out. No money. Like I walked out. I came in with this much. I left with this much. I was like to the dollar. I was like, that's insane.
They have good food there. Can you get a hot dog?
So the seats that we sat in, he did it right because I do the same thing he did. Mm-hmm. So there's a suite up top that you can get in, and it's
looking down.
Yeah, you're looking down, and each table has its own TV where you can watch the races on the TV. You don't have to look out on the track. Like you can stay there. There's somebody that comes by that takes all your bets, so you don't have to go to the window every time. Like all that stuff.
Oh, wow.
And it's an all you can eat. So when you're in the suite from the first race till they have 11 races. So I think it's till like the 9th race. They have the all you can eat out, and it's not what you think. I mean, this is some
good or bad.
The best. I mean,
like the shrimp going in a circle around.
Dude,
you know what I'm talking about?
They had
that shit.
They had prime rib. They had ribeyes. They had any kind of chicken you could imagine.
Damn.
For the kiddos, they had like a nacho bar and stuff like that.
Daddy.
Those tickets, you buy those tickets, they're only $50.
That's not shit.
$50 get you in the deal.
A Golden Corral fucking buffet's down there $30.
$50, man. That's all you have to. And $50 gets you the all you can eat. And what they did is there were so many of us that went that they just bought the tables.
Damn.
So you can just buy, like if me, you, CC, your wife, his wife, all of us went, it's a 6 top table. So you just got to find 6 people. You all pitch in $50. You have the table. You can sit together.
Damn.
And
keep it coming, the food? Keep it
You have to go up and get it.
Oh, damn.
But
okay.
yeah, you have to go up and get it.
Yeah, that makes sense, though.
But to your point, it was crazy because you get there and they have they have free parking.
Yeah.
Like 18,000 miles from the deal.
Need a horse to get there?
Yeah, you need a horse to get there, but you can valet and you just drop it off at the front door and then they go park it for you. Valet's $20.
No, that's worth it.
Exactly. So you pay $70, you're in the door and you don't have to do shit, but just walk in, eat, and they go get your fucking car for you.
Damn.
I'm telling you,
people get drunk as hell?
Yeah, it's the cheapest way. I'll tell you this, it's the cheapest way to be a baller. Like you want to feel like a baller? Go do that, and it's cheaper than anything you'll do feeling like a baller.
So less than $100.
Less than $100, you feel like a baller, man. You're and not only are you in it, you're in the nice part of it. Like you're not even in like
so you're really doing it.
It's one of those things like you go to a Ranger game on $50, you're sitting up in the fucking wherever. You like you go to this for the $50 and the $20 to get in the door as far as getting your car valeted. You're living like a fucking doctor, man. Like it's nice.
Baseball. I love baseball to death. But I don't like watching baseball.
Oh, really? Mm-mm. I went and watched 2 games I went and watched 2 games in the past 2 days.
I love going to the games for the food. I want the food.
It's my favorite thing to go watch live.
Yeah?
Minus hockey.
I want to go to a hockey game. But when we went to Vegas last year, we missed a hockey game. We could have gone to one. I want to go to one bad.
They are the funnest live sport you'll go to.
I want to go to a hockey game, and I'd like to go to a basketball game.
Yep. Yeah, they're the funnest thing live for sure.
Damn, you see any brawls or anything?
That was probably
Yeah. A long time ago, I was in like probably first grade. The only time I've ever been on ice skating was we got to go see the Waco Wizards.
The Waco Wizards.
Yeah, the Waco Wizards. Remember them? Huh? Yeah, I know. Yeah, hell yeah. You ever been to a game?
Yep. Been to a couple. Yeah. There was when they first started up, it was their first game that they had. And one of the players came to our high school and gave us the stay off drugs that talk, And so then at the very end they open it up where you can ask him questions, So he's got one of those balls and like his hockey stick and he's on rollerblades and he's like rollerblading around the auditorium while he's talking. And he's like playing with the ball and all this stuff. And so, of course the first question is going to be, have you ever gotten in a fight? That's, of course that's the first question. Then somebody opens it, have you ever gotten in a fight? And he was like,
win-loss record.
He was like, you know what, man? He goes, I'm not going to tell you I'm a hockey player and haven't gotten in a fight. He's like, I've gotten in a fight. He goes, but it's not really my thing. He's like, I'm not the fighter. He goes, that's not my thing. I'd prefer to stay out of it. I don't like to fight. He gives us a whole rundown, right? So part of him coming to the deal was he gave all the students free tickets to the game the next day, right?
Hell, you probably could have.
So, So we all showed up because we're like, fuck it, let's go, you know? So we all showed up. We sit down, and he was like, I don't really fight. It's not my thing. We're 5 minutes into the game. This motherfucker is just throwing down. Like the guy, I was like, you liar. You're such a liar. Yeah, this dude that sat here and told us yesterday, I'm not really a fighter. We're 5 minutes in. He's throwing the gloves down and just beating the brakes off this guy. I was like, what the hell?
He failed to mention that part.
Yeah, right? I was like, oh, you liar. Like, you're trying to be the cool guy. Like, you're not the cool guy.
That's the part that gets me. Like, he had enough tickets to just give away to, the game. That reminds me of that.
Well, I mean, it wasn't a lot of tickets. Hell, there was 38 people in my class. Come on.
But it was like back in the day with Baylor. You could get their tickets at Burger King. Now everybody claims to be, I'm a diehard Baylor Bear fan. But no, you're not.
I'll tell you this. I can vividly remember this. It was back when Nebraska was number 1 in the nation.
Ooh, running the ball probably. Don't tell Dalton about that.
Yeah, they were number 1 in the nation. They came to town to play Baylor, and it was going to be such an ass stomp, and nobody showed up. You know. Yeah. But it was going to be on TV. It was going to be on like an ABC.
Televised, you know.
And this was back when they sucked hardcore. And I'm telling you this now. I can vividly remember them on the radio, on TV, and on everything. They didn't want the stadium to be empty when they were on TV. Yeah. So they were like, we will give you a ticket and let you in. Just show up. Yeah. Just get here, and if you get here, we'll hand you a ticket. Like, just get here. And they literally papered the crowd. They just like, here, just take tickets. Just come to the deal. Everybody that got in was just free that day.
Damn. Were you in attendance? Were you in attendance?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're.
Yeah, they got blasted 77-7, and it poured down rain.
Oh, you did.
I can know because one of my best buddies was a Nebraska fan, and so we went because he wanted to go. So I was like, let's go. And it was I think it was 70-0 at halftime. It was bad. It was rough.
Let's fire up the buses. Get the yellow dogs ready.
Yeah, it was rough.
No, that's funny.
Well, it is what it is, man. They're good now.
Yeah, they are. Shit, I guess
they're beating the shit out of Nebraska now. So
I guess so. I hope so. Shit.
Yeah. Well, is that it?
I think that's it.
Do you want a hug before we leave?
Are you comfortable with that?
Yeah, it's if you're comfortable, man.
I mean, side hug.
I told Paul Cruz I was going to lick his hand yesterday, and he lost it.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he probably tried to pull out his stick, flathead, and hit your ass.
Yeah, he did. As a matter of fact, the first thing he did was.
Yeah, did he? I already know he ain't changed a bit. That means he ain't changed a bit. I miss all y'all fuckers, man.
Yeah, you're coming back.
Yeah, I'm coming back. I'll be back. You're tired of me after a week.
Well, thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Later, dude.
Yeah, I had a good time. Always a good time.